Hi friends, Deplorable Figally here, and today let's talk about shitweasels. No friends, not that shitweasel. The shitweasel I'm talking about is far more evil and disgusting. That's more like it. That's the shitweasel I'm talking about. But why is Jeff Rosen a shitweasel? Well, let me show you.
Jeff Rosen has been the District Attorney of Santa Clara County, the county in which we are sitting, since 2011. He oversees the largest prosecutor's office north of Los Angeles, employing nearly 600 people, serving a population of nearly 2 million people. His office prosecutes more than 40,000 cases a year. One of the most experienced district attorneys in the state. We're delighted to have Jeff here.
We know.
You have some voters here, though, I should tell you that.
We know that people's brains, particularly men's brains, don't fully develop till they're in their mid-20s. And rental car companies figured this out a long time ago, because if you're a man, you can't rent a car till you're 25. So maybe we might want to have a law that says, yes, you can drink when you're 21, great. In California, you can smoke marijuana when you're 21. Our voters passed that. But you can't own a firearm. You can't possess or own a firearm till you're 25. And let's see what, if anything, that would do. Because the ages we're talking about for a lot of these crimes involving guns, it's late teens, early 20s, and your thought processes and your mental state and not fully developed at that point. So that would be kind of my out-of-the-box sort of thought.
So, according to this little shitweasel, the age at which someone should be able to buy a gun is 25. But for other activities and other rights, he's fine with it being 18 or even 21. Well, this poses a little conundrum. Well, here's another problem for that little shitweasel. DUIs. Here is a chart of DUIs by age. As you can see here, the biggest group is age 21 through 25. Does Mr. Rosen care about DUIs? I'm sure he does. And these DUIs are caused by two main factors. One, the ability to drive legally, and two, the ability to purchase and consume alcohol. Well, one of these factors by itself is perfectly fine. Having two of them seems to lead to this high rate of DUIs among the age 21 through 25. So, Mr. Rosen, you little shitweasel, which should we get rid of? The ability to drive legally before 25, or the ability to purchase alcohol before 25? Here is another question for that little shitweasel, Mr. Rosen. Voting. As you can see with this chart, persons in their 20s don't know a lot about politics. And Mr. Rosen has admitted that, well, at least for men, they can't make reasonable decisions. Isn't voting a very important decision? After all, we will be electing who runs this country, who makes the laws, and who appoints the justices. I'm sure he would support a law making the voting age 25. Let's move this discussion to sex. Yes, sex. From this graph, you see for chlamydia, gonorrhea, and even HIV, the highest rate is 20 through 24. And according to Mr. Rosen, people that young, especially males, can't make critical decisions. Well, will Mr. Rosen propose a new law? Will he advocate for raising the age of consent for sexual activity to 25? After all, does he not care about the children he does with guns? So now why not with sex? Now, let's be honest. Will Mr. Rosen be for those things? No. Because Mr. Rosen is a duplicitous, hypocritical, and evil shitweasel. What should we do with shitweasels? Well, in revolutionary times, they were tarred and feathered. But I cannot recommend that for legal reasons. Only legal reasons. So, instead, I have left his phone number, his direct line, his email, and his address. for your pleasure. This is the Deplorable Fagula signing off.